Okay, perfect. We are officially recording. Like I said, this will be uploaded to YouTube so we can share it with our teamies that weren't able to be on tonight. You guys can share it with your team as well. So this is our March Power Hour. What is this, like our second one this year so far? So thank you guys for being on. Me and Stacy are really excited and happy to do these with you guys. I feel like they hold us accountable as well. And we're working this business alongside of you guys. So being able to kind of go back and forth with ideas is just something that really brings us joy and it helps us. And we really like it. So, anyways, if you guys have never been on a power hour, this is something that Stacy and I are doing every month. And we're just talking and focusing about a specific topic to help everyone work their businesses more effectively and intentionally. This is for everybody. This is for newbies. This is for vets. This is for anybody that wants to grow in their business. So today, I'm Lauren Wright. Sorry. I'm a STAR director out of North Carolina for Team Relentless Grace. And Stacy can, you want to introduce yourself too, just in case?
Yes, I am Stacy McDonald, and I am a STAR director out of West Harrison, Indiana. What was that? Was that it?
Heard something too.
I literally,
Yeah,
my memory right now, you guys.
yeah, no, you're good. I thought I had heard something on here, but anyways, yes. So tonight we're going to be talking about PRV and sponsoring, because without the two of those, specifically PRV, I mean, if you don't want to sponsor, there's no, you have to sponsor. We're not holding you accountable for that. But if you are wanting to grow in this business and build an income, a legacy for your family, and this is something that you are truly invested in, and this is a business, you don't see this as a hobby, recruiting and building a team is huge and such a monumental part of this business. So starting off, we're going to be talking about PRV. So I'm not telling you guys what PRV is and going into all of that. If you're a new consultant, just know that you get one PRV for every $1 that you sell in this business. And really quick, you make 20% commissions off of the first $1,000 that you sell in Cincy. Once you sell that $1,000, you promote to certified consultant. And after you hit certified consultant, you get a bonus. You get 25% commission for life. And then in any like specific month that you sell $2,000 in 1 month, you make 30% commissions. So that's a $600 paycheck. So anybody can earn that. A certified consultant can earn that $600 paycheck. Anybody up, and beyond, that has a team and so on. Okay. Number one, PRV. These are your sales. So you are the only person that is in control of your sales and your own business. So the majority of us, we didn't get into this business because we came with a background in sales. Like, I was a teacher. I went to school, not even to be a teacher. I have a degree in child development and child psychology. That has nothing to do with Cincy. You don't have to be an economics major or have any sort of experience selling a product to do this business. There are people that hit 18, they have their 18th birthday, they sign up for Cincy, and this is it for them. And this is their full-time job. Like, you can make real money in this business and anybody can do it. You do not have to have a specific background to be here. And you don't have to be a salesman. You don't have to be someone that knows how to sell or give a pitch to sell a product. If you can share something, then you can be a consultant and be here and be successful. Think about all the people on the internet, on Instagram, influencers that are selling. Well, I guess they are technically selling products. They're selling those, what are those ridiculous cups? Those, I don't even know what they are. Those tumbler cups, whatever. Those influencers are making $8 for every cup that they sell. Like when you click their link, they're making $8 off of it, off of that, like a commission. So sharing it, like sharing the products, like that is how you become successful in this business. You know, March 1st, we're entering a brand new catalog season. We're in spring and summer. This is like they say, like the bread and butter of your business, that catalog, right? So you've got a brand new catalog, you have brand new scents, you have brand new products. Everything that comes outside of the catalog is extra. So the LTO, the limited time offer drops that we have, like I think next week, I believe we have Batman dropping, and that's not officially announced yet. That will announce on Thursday on your workstation, and Stacy and I will communicate that stuff with you guys and images and all of that. But just think about all the extra things, like you've got those LTOs, you've got different wax collections, you've got things that you can do in your personal business, like personal specials. You can do, like last month, a lot of us did those clean and spa bundles, like 10-bar specials, things like that. Those are all extra. So I want you to remember, like, if you're not able to get active, which is 200 PRV, if you're not able to get active in a certain month, in one given month, look at how you're working your business. Look at what you're doing or what you're not doing, and cut the fluff. Like if you're doing something that's too over the top, like you are pushing, let's say you're pushing whiff boxes and you're trying to challenge yourself to sell 10 whiff boxes. If that's not working out for you, go back to the basics and look at the products that you have on hand and start sharing them. Start going on social media or taking pictures and sending them to your friends and family, showing them how you're using your counter clean or what your counter clean just did on your tennis shoes or on your counters or whatever it is. Show them the products and how different we are, how we are set apart from other companies out there. So we don't, like, I know a lot of us like to do those specials and do things for our customers, but I don't want you to compare yourself, especially if you're somebody new in the business, or maybe you do struggle to get active. You need to just look at, what you have in front of you, the catalog. Start there because it's brand new and there are so many opportunities for you to gain the sales. You just have to know where to focus and who to focus on. So I preface that with going into, how do you get the sales? Where do you get sales? Party. I know that everybody cringes with the word party because it scares people, right? It makes people run. It makes people think, oh, I've got to do too much work. And I'm saying that as in a customer. A customer is going to run. They're going to think that's just too much for me. I don't do parties. Okay. Think about how many times someone has contacted you and said, hey, do you want to have a Pampered Chef party? No, I don't have a Pampered Chef party. That's a lot of work. And that's a commitment. Like I have a life and I've got a family and I've got my own business to worry about. But if somebody says to me, do you want your products for free? Do you want to restock your stash, your Scentsy stash for free? Yes. Like, why would I not take somebody up on that? So obviously there are many ways that you guys can be partying. You could be doing the bag parties, which I have one of these put together just to show you guys. I know we've shared this before, but you can do on the go bag parties. Okay. So there's catalogs, there's order forms, you've got the testers, samples, join info, like all the things in here. This is something hands-on and great for somebody that is local to you. And that's not going to cost you to ship them anything, because we don't want to be going in the hole in our business to ship people things. You can absolutely do that if you want, but I don't suggest it. If you're wanting to send things to people, we'll talk about this later. These stickers are amazing and you guys can collect orders from that. But anyways, to get the sales, you have to meet the people. Okay. So you have to get outside of your comfort zone. You have to get away from just asking your friends and your family. Because I'll tell you one thing, if I've learned anything in this business, it's the fact that your closest friends and your family are not going to be the sole supporters in your business, period, point blank. The only people, and I've been in here 6.5 years now, the only people that support me in this business and my family is my mom. Really. I mean, if I think about it long and hard, it's really just my mom and my sister-in-law, like that side of the family, like my sister-in-law, my mother-in-law, but nobody, like they think it's a joke. Like they just think like I can get the same stuff at Walmart. Like, no, our stuff is so much different. We are so much better. Our products are so much safer and they smell better than that stuff. So you've just got to get away from expecting people that you're closest with to support you, because they're not. They may in the beginning, and that's wonderful, but you've got to be able to branch away from that and not consistently continue to go back to those same people and asking them to buy from you or party with you. Now, if they're partying with you, that's a good thing. But you want to be able to ask people, do you want free Scentsy? You want to kind of grab their attention and get them interested in what you have to offer. We have a perpetual party reward, which is basically a consultant half off reward that you can use in your workstation with every party that you close. It's basically like an extra 50% off coupon. Okay. I host incentivize that. So when I ask somebody, hey, do you want free Scentsy? Or, hey, girl, if I'm following up with someone and I say, hey, girl, just checking in to see how your products are doing. Are you running low? Is there anything that I can help you restock for free? And if we get into that conversation and they are interested, I throw in that conversation that they will get not only the free and half off Scentsy from their host rewards, but they will get a free 6-pack of wax from me. That's what I do. You do not have to do that. You could do a free scent circle, right? That would cost you $1.50. I do this because I have built a customer base and I'm comfortable with doing this. It's a tax write-off for me. And it's something that my customers know that I do. That in my hosts, they know that this is something that I do. Sometimes I'll switch it up and I might do like a warmer, a $30 warmer of your choice, and I'm getting it for $15. But if you are a brand new consultant, I don't suggest you do this at all. Okay. You can do something smaller. If you're a Scent of the Month subscriber, you can gift them a bar of wax. Do something that you are able to do within your budget. We are not here to waste money. We are not here to spend your Scentsy money on, okay. So Orville has always said, Orville is our CEO of Scentsy. He has always said, whenever you get paid with Scentsy, you're taking that money, okay, and you're putting it in your bank account. Use 10% of that to put back into your business. That's fine. But do not use your family money on Scentsy. Do not put that money that you have worked so hard in or so hard for back into your business for your customers. That's for you, your family, your bills, and your lifestyle. So with that said, use that if you can, if you're able to. And let's see, partying is going to solve all of your problems, because think about how hard it is to close a party. Say you've got $50 in orders sitting in your workstation, and you know that it has to hit 200 to be able to close it. And then if you hit 350, it's got free shipping. Think about how hard that is to message all these people and say, hey, do you need any Scentsy? Hey, are you running low? What do you need? Think about how much harder that is than sending somebody a party link with one of those grab bags, or if they are long distance, just sending them a link. How easy it is for them to share that info with their friends and family, and then you just collect the orders. This is how your business grows and blossoms, because you're meeting people that you didn't know before. Half of my clientele, half of my customers, I never knew before Scentsy. I never knew them before Scentsy. I'd say about 85% of them. And they have become such close friends with me. Like, I feel like they are family to me and I value their relationships. So this is something that you just have to think about. Like, you want to be intentional in who you're having those conversations with, but being able to know who to talk to, and just don't be nervous about it. You're going to hear the word no. I mean, I wish that I could count all the no's that I've heard since I started, and that's okay. You know, they say if you ask 10 times, one person, maybe two, might say yes. You're never going to know unless you try. You have to open your mouth to open your business, get uncomfortable, and share. Something else that I think, speaks volumes is when you're having these parties and you're building these relationships with these people, they become not only new customers, but potential future continued customers, future hosts, right? They might even become a teamie of yours. So connecting with them when they do purchase from you, how are you showing them your appreciation? How are you reaching out to them and telling them, thank you for supporting my family's business or my business, right? Are you messaging them within 24 hours? How are you connecting with them? I don't care if you guys send them anything, right? When I first started, I know for a fact I did not do Happy Mail because it wasn't in my budget. It wasn't something that I could afford to do. I simply would send a text or an email letting them know that I was appreciative for their order. I added them on social media, add those people to Facebook if you have Facebook, Instagram, whatever, and stay connected to them. If you have a VIP page, add them to it and keep in touch with them. There is something that I've always stuck by, and it's the fact that when I do gain a new customer, I don't look at them as just a customer. They are not just a sale to me, because they're so much more to me than that. So when I am connecting with them, whether it be a week after their order or a month after their order, it is not always just about Scentsy. I'm asking how their trip was with their family last week. I'm asking how their daughter's doing. I'm asking different questions, and we're communicating and commenting on their pictures and engaging with them, checking in on them. I don't ever want my customers to feel like I'm here just to get a sale for them. And I know you guys don't want that to be what your customers feel like from you too. In the end, we are running a business, right? But how are we showing our customers that we appreciate them and we value them, and that they're like the number one customer, like they're our only customer out there, spoiling them rotten? And even if that's just with kindness and, extending your appreciation to them, let them know how much their support means to you. And in doing so, I don't have a small thank you mail out, but something that you could do if you wanted to do a mail out and you're not wanting to break the bank, when you have host rewards, you can get scent circles, right? They are very lightweight and thin. You can take a product list with a scent circle. You can slap whatever you have on hand. If you have wax cash, if you've made your own little personal special coupons, there's different templates on Canva, and we can share them too. These are huge. These are something that I always stick in my Happy Mail, but just giving them something, even a scent circle is going to mean something to them. But like I said, if you can't do that, that is okay. If you can mail a thank you card or even just an email, just let them know how much you appreciate them. Something else I'm going to run through really quick. Follow-ups. Follow-ups are huge. They are going to either make or break your business. If you are
you can put on controls back on.
If you're getting those customers and you get their orders in and you've got them packaged up or mailed out and they're out to them, and then you're like, where do I go from here? What now? You need to look at your follow-up system. You need to be tracking. You need to be, I don't know if I can even share my screen or not. I don't even know how to do that, but there is a easy way to do follow-ups, and it is super easy. You go to your workstation, you go to the contacts tab, and you can actually ascend down and find the most recent orders in your history, and you can go down the line and check off everyone that has ordered from you in, the past. You can do follow-ups with them, reach out to them individually, send them a message, check on them, see how they're enjoying their products. If there's anything that they need to help, restock, and use that opportunity to be able to, plant those seeds about free. Do you want any free, or do you need any free? Just try to gauge the conversation. Or, this is something Stacy's going to talk about, but planting seeds to build your team too. But what was I going to? Oh, so anyways, follow-ups. Follow-ups are everything in this business. These are going to keep your customers returning. These are going to keep your hosts returning. These are going to keep your customers that maybe have never had a party with you before and they've placed maybe a small order. It's going to maybe get them interested in hosting a party. Let's say they bought off of somebody else's party and they saw how much that girl got for free and half off, and she wants to be spooled too. And now she's going to share her link with all of her friends and all her people. So if you don't have a follow-up system, you need to get one. We won't get into that tonight, but the other thing, I've just got 2 other things and I'm going to turn it over to Stacy, but, setting goals is so important, because if you don't have an idea of where you want to be in the month, where if you just want to get active, if you want to hit your 500, which is leadership PRV, or your 2000 PRV, y'all, in 1 month is a $600 paycheck. It's 30% commission. If you don't know what you want, you're not going to work hard for it. You're going to sit back and be comfortable and just hope and pray that you get sales that come in, and hope and pray that maybe today is going to be a good day and someone sees my post on Facebook that I, posted about the Easter collection. Like, we can't post and pray. We have to work. We have to be consistent. We have to, do all the things that are going to hold ourselves accountable. We have to be able to see it in front of us. So on your workstation now, in the past, I don't even know, it's been like almost a year, maybe not quite a year. You can set a goal, a PRV goal at the bottom of your workstation. And when you hit that goal, the next time you log in, there's like confetti and stuff going all over your workstation. And it's the coolest thing. And it makes you feel like you did something, like you did that. You worked hard and deserved that. And then if you, reach that goal, why not raise it up? If you reach 500 and you think, okay, maybe I can go 750 or 1,000, push yourself. Don't just settle, and don't sell yourself short because you don't think that you can do it, because I promise you that you can. And obviously our team pages are there to help one another. We are constantly sharing tips and tricks for you guys. Take our stuff, take our pictures, take our flyers, because 9 times out of 10, they're not our work. We are sharing them from other leaders that have shared them with us, because we want everybody to win here. Another thing I want to touch on really fast. I'm going to be honest. I've not been great about these, and I made some tonight, and we're actually taking a trip to Raleigh tomorrow, and I am going to get rid of all of them. I made 3 opportunity packets, and they actually have join info and host info inside of them. But I just got these clear little baggies, and I have basically everything that I kind of touched on earlier, and I can share it with you, but I'm going to pass them out. I've got 3 places I have to go to tomorrow, and it's going to be, awkward and probably weird, but guess what? I don't care. Like, I'm trying to grow my PRV, grow my business, share the opportunity with everybody. And this is the only way to do it. We have social media, we have all these resources at our fingertips, but if we're not getting outside and trying to spread our business and what Scentsy has done for us, there's people out there that don't know. There's people out there that don't even know what Scentsy is. And like, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm home with 2 boys. And some days, Stacy, I know, can attest for it because we talk all day long, but it can feel really lonely and like, gosh, if there's like a real world out there with like adults, there's a real world out there with real people. And it's like, I don't ever get to see that. So going to a freaking grocery store is exciting for me. Like it is I don't care if my kids are with me or not. It is a fresh air for me. And, I think that this would be, I mean, it's something that I'm going to trial and error, and it's something that you guys can do too. And I'll take a picture of this stuff and I'll schedule it for a post tomorrow for Stacy's page and mine. But in these opportunity packets, I've got these stickers. I have a product list. I have a scent circle. Okay. These are some little VIP, coupons that I'm doing. This is a personal special, but at the bottom right here, one of the things that it says is earning 20% back off of your future purchases. Hello, that's a join, like whatever you want to call it. I don't even know. Trying to get somebody to join. So I have these coupons if they're a customer, and then obviously the join one. They get a wax cash, which I can share the template with you guys if you guys want this. But you cannot post it on social media. It is a personal special. Okay. You can get big trouble for that. Scentsy Wax Cash, there's a template for this too. And this just means that they can use this towards their next purchase. So that would be $5 out of my pocket. Again, this is a personal special. I've got washer whiff samples in here. And I'm just using what I have in my office, y'all. These are things that I've just had. This is the scent of the month that I'm subscribed to, sample of that. And then I have more samples if you guys did the Easter collection. And then these are the two bingos right here, okay? I've got the, which one is that? The host. I'm actually calling it referral links. So I was calling them personal shopping links. I'm trying to switch up the lingo. There's a template for this too. I can post that. And this too. These two, this is for the join special this month. These two flyers or whatever you want to call them, they were made by somebody else. They were not made by me. So I will share those. This is from, I believe Chastity Robinson made this one, and Amber Ryan. They're both SSDs. They made these. So I took them, printed them off on some cardstock, and I'm slapping it in to one of these join host, I'm calling them opportunity packets. So I will be getting rid of those tomorrow. I don't care if it's a boy. I don't care, because we need some Scentsy men. And we have Scentsy men on our team. So anyways, I know that was a lot of information. I could talk on and on and on about it, but just know that your PRV is the forefront of your business. Your PRV comes first before you do anything else in your business. Before you make, you do need to be making a list of 100. And I know that Stacey will talk about that for sponsoring, but before you even think about sponsoring, if you are not hitting your first goal of being active every month, 200, then that's where you need to focus. You need to focus on PRV because your business matters. Okay. Because I don't want you guys to be trying to train a new teamie, and then like think, oh crap, I need to get sales for my own business, and going back and forth between the two and trying to make both a priority. No, you need to focus on you first. If you are hitting 500 every month consistently, which is leadership PRV, then that's when you need to be thinking about, recruiting and building a team, sponsoring, all of those things, because 500 PRV is the minimum requirement of what you have to have as a leader to get paid at title. As a lead, star, superstar, and beyond, we all have to have 500. I don't want you guys to be struggling with your own business trying to help somebody else be successful in theirs. So that's all I have to say tonight. If y'all have any questions, put them in the chat. We'll be sure to answer them, and we can open it up after and have everybody talk and ask their questions too. I'm going to pass it over to Stacy.
Okay. Do you need to spotlight me or anything? You good?
I don't know that I did it for me. Do you want me to do it for you? I don't even know. I can do it. Yes, I can do that for you.
Okay. I learned so much I love just being in this environment, like this whole gathering that we have going on these past few months, because even though I talk to Lauren throughout the day, anytime we do talk, I learn a little bit. And we kind of brainstorm off of each other. So those of you that are here, thank you for being here. I think it's important to just continue to show up, especially in this season of spring. Like we both said, we're tired, but we're here. If you can see the chat, I did just post a link to a boards. If you've never used boards before, it's a free app. And I have a boards group board for my team, my group, that people have access to. It's free. It can hold documents, videos, content. It links to your keyboard, which is also amazing because it can kind of create, it's kind of like an AMI app, but like for all tools of your business, because you can create verbiage and do it in your own way. So if you go to the chat, click that link, and there is a booking and sponsoring blitz. If you click on it, it will take you through verbiage, because I know for me, looking back 8 years, like Lauren talked about in the beginning, many of us don't have a degree to do this. Like we didn't just go to school. Some of you may have something in the lines of business or marketing or what have you, but I know I didn't. And a lot of you probably didn't as well. So sometimes it is kind of hard to figure out like where to start. But the biggest tip I can say with learning how to start is just getting very comfortable with hearing the word no, like she talked about. And also just asking. You have to continue to ask, even though you don't want to. You're going to hear the word no, but if you don't ask, the answer will always be no. I'm here to tell you, it's people that you wouldn't even think of. And there was a speaker, I think it was like Orville at a reunion, I can't remember which, but he spoke about, who are we to assume that this person can't benefit from Scentsy from a hosting perspective or a joining perspective? Like, what gives us the right to assume that we can't help them in that way? And that really spoke to me, because when I have sponsoring conversations, I let them know, and it's very stemmed along the lines of PRV. And like Lauren talked about, it all starts with PRV. PRV is the core foundation of your business. It's like it's the heart. It's the heartbeat, because we are a network marketing business. So in order to grow beyond that, you have to start in the core. And with PRV, it's effort-based. It is an effort-based, and I always speak on that highly when I'm having joint conversations with people, is that you write the narrative. You can choose this business however you want. I'm a firm believer in letting people know that they do not have to do it the way I do it. I think I hear that unfortunately more often as well, because I do this full time. I do this from home. People see what I do if they've been a customer of mine, and they get in their own head sometimes like, well, Stacey does this so well, and I appreciate them speaking in that way, but at the same time, I'm like, but I don't need you to do what I do. I want you to do something that represents you. And I always let them know that, because the comparison game is real. It is. And it's very important to let them know that there is no pressure. So some things I've learned in verbiage when speaking about sponsoring, so I'm really going to highlight on that for you guys, because we do have a special. We have a join special every single month. People can literally join for free every single month with the host exclusive kit. But this month, it's a $25 special, and everybody and their mother has spent $25 this month on something, because it costs more than $25 to fill up a gas tank. I don't care what car you drive. Let's be serious. So everyone has spent that amount of money this month, and we should be sharing that Scentsy can provide in that way. Meaning it can help give them money for gas. It can help give them the money for groceries. It can help give them their spending money. It can help provide for their kids' extracurricular activities, because I have 2 kids now that are involved in that. And it's over $200 for them to do just fall sports after I just signed up my daughter for soccer for spring and spent $120 on that. So it's like you add it all up and you're like half of a house payment. So, it adds up very quickly. And I know for me, that's important to me. My family is why I do what I do. And I remember as a child, I would have never known if I lived in a very tough environment of home life. My dad did work 2 jobs growing up. And my mom worked as well. We were in daycare. And I remember as a child, I was in gymnastics and I loved it, but I had to get taken out of it because they could not afford it. So that is something I don't ever want my children to go through. And that keeps me going. And I say that in the sentence of, if you're feeling stuck in a way of not wanting to speak to people, your lenses are blurry. Like, you have to open your eyes when you wake up. You have to open your eyes to get up out of bed, to put your clothes on. It's the same thing with your business. You have to be awake in order to work, and you have to know why you want to do what you do. And if you don't have kids, if you don't have a family yet, do it for you. But in order to keep you going, you have to figure out what that looks like, because if you're not driven, then your lenses are blurry because you're not connected. You're not seeing the true potential. So with sponsoring, I've been in ruts, I've been in dips, and I have been in a darn hole over the 8 years. I go through seasons, and I think it's respectively the same for a lot of people, because it depends what's going on in the world, that I've realized what aligns with that. Looking back over the last 3 years when COVID happened, we experienced hypergrowth. A lot of people were at home. They had nowhere to go. So they were spending money. And now the world is a lot different, praise Jesus. And people are more intent, it's a word I'm trying to say, very mindful of their spending. That you have to be creative. And in creative, it's not just, hey, join my team. We are not a billboard across the highway. This is not a car dealership trying to sell a car. You are trying to sell the opportunity. You are trying to share with them what Cincy can give them. This business has given me confidence. It's given me purpose. I don't care if Hobo Joe that I went to high school sees a Facebook post of mine and thinks I'm batshit crazy. I do not care, because he doesn't pay my bills, and neither does the lady down the street that thinks I'm nuts. It's fine. But it takes something happens over the course of time when you get to that point. And it's amazing. And I really hope and pray you all experience that growth. But it takes getting uncomfortable. It takes the conversations that you don't necessarily want to have. Does Lauren want to go put herself in an uncomfortable setting to give people joint promotion, drop seeds everywhere? No, but sometimes we have to do things like that, because nobody's going to do it for us. You bought your kid. Nobody else bought your kid. You chose to join. Why did you join? Ask yourself, what did I want out of this when I hit that join button? And sometimes, like I said, we get lost in that and the lens gets blurry, and we have to circle back, because it is hard. And especially if you've been here since COVID, you went through the hyper growth, and that was a little crazy. And now we're back to an even field. And sometimes it's great to get back to that level, because it grounds you. It grounds you to a point of getting back to what you need to focus on. And I think, so I don't circle and swirl too much, but I think sometimes over the past 3 years, it has gotten a little chaotic. All these wires have went off on all these things that we need to do. We have to do the pretty flyers. We have to do all these things because this person is doing it. Keep it simple. At the end of the day, you want to show people that they can do what you're doing. If you make it complicated, they're not going to want to do what you're doing. Nobody's got time for that. I don't, and somebody else probably doesn't. So you have to make it very like user friendly. And that's what this business is. It's a core value. It's simplicity. So it's not about like just feeling like you have to do what Lauren's going to do tomorrow. I challenge you to do it because I think it's a stepping stone in putting yourself out there, especially if you're new. I challenge you to find your local businesses. Like for instance, I have a basket set up at a local like smoothie shop, and I have catalogs, I have testers, I have samples that I go in and I throw in there every single month. I give her a scent of the month bar. So she's basically marketing my business for me in a local standpoint that I'm trying to grow in. I have a naked child. I refuse to wear a diaper. Hey, Mia, will you call Ivy, please? So it's doing things like that that gets you out of your comfort zone that you're going to see the fruit of the labor happen and like duplicate. So that's something that I do personally. Another thing is I'm consistent. Me and Lauren talked about this recently, and I know I talked about it a few weeks ago on our pop-up training that I try not to be the spammy person, right? Because people don't want to be the spammy person, right? Because people think, well, this person does Scentsy and this person does Scentsy and this person does Scentsy. I don't want to be the one that like everybody else. But you're not like everybody else. So I've learned in this season that I need to continue to grow my customer base. And in doing that, I have to get back to sharing more on my personal page. It's been great so far this month. If you go to my Facebook and do the same on your end as well, like go to your personal profile. Can I see that you do Scentsy? Can I see that you have Scentsy in your bio? Do people know you do it at the end of the day? You don't have to be the spammy girl, but have a balance. And when people think of Scentsy, they're going to think like, I know I saw a post recently, like and the more you do it, your name's going to then circle back up into their algorithm. So that's just a social media standpoint of how that like duplicates of marketing, just being more comfortable. Take a post that somebody else is if you're newer and not really yet comfortable in like marketing, because again, nobody went to school for it. So we're all learning off of each other. I didn't learn how to talk to people, how to market just off of drop of a hat. I watched what others were doing and I took what they did and did it in my own way. So anything that I ever post, you're welcome to grab. And I'm sure Lauren feels the same exact way. And we learn off of other people. So being the Scentsy person, right? You don't have to be spammy, but just be consistent, okay? When it comes to social media, I'm not heavy on it. I'll be the first to admit there's days I don't even show up on social media, and that's fine because I find more connection in the one-on-one conversations. So, with that being said, we don't necessarily have an AMI app anymore. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's okay. We used to have an app that linked to our workstation, and it was so nice because you could identify your top customer that spent so much money in the past year, and you're like, why haven't you joined yet? But you can still do that in your workstation, in your contacts tab by sending last purchase, and you can click on those people. You're gonna know, like anyone here can name their top 5 customers. You guys, sometimes it's hard to say, dang it, if I have this person join, I'm going to lose out on my paycheck. I know it goes through everyone's brain, but I'm here to tell you that one order that they spend in that 1 month pays you back that one time. You can't count on them to order every single month. You can't count on them to just continue to love Scentsy and like, you know, and support you. Their finances might take a jump and they may have to reevaluate what's needed in their budget. So that, you know, you can't just rely on your inner circle. So with that being said, sorry, I like squirreled for a second. What was I talking about, Lauren? This is accountability.
Right, sorry, I'm trying to unmute myself. Just you know, talking, well, we were talking about the simple systems and just being like, not feel like you have to compare yourself to everybody else, not feel like you have to do the flyers and all the stuff, like cut the fluff.
Yes. So with oh yeah, I was talking about the AMI app. So how to identify the people. I challenge you this week is to figure out who your top 5 customers are and message them. Just say, have you ever thought about getting paid off of your purchases? That's it. Like you don't have, and just say, I just wanted to ask. You know, some of them may like not even respond, and that's fine. But you planted a seed, and just because they didn't say yes, or maybe they ignored you, you asked once. And sometimes it takes a few times because people may be in a season of right now where they have so much going on in their lives that they can't do it. They feel like they can't take it anything on. And I had a conversation the other night with one of my customers. She bought a 6-pack of wax, and she's ordered with me a few times. And I've always thought that she would do great at this. And I dropped the seed. I was like, hey, just let you know, like you're spending $30, you could join for $25, get a free warmer, and then turn around and make 20% off of your order right now. That's it. Like, that's it. I let her know what she needed to know and just open a conversation. If she says no now, it's fine. But guess what? I'm going to write her name down because I truly feel that one day she will join. So keeping track of those people. Also, sending the emails, that's something that I've gotten better at over the 2022, was I sent email out to my customer base, letting them know that I had an no cost what's the word? No out-of-pocket cost for a kit up for grabs. And it was me giving away my free product and rewards for them to join for free. I don't need 2 6-packs, you guys. That's what it costs for someone to join for free because it's the host exclusive kit. I don't need that. I can help someone join for free because, again, we live in a world where people are strategic on their finances, myself included. Like if I can't go do something for myself that month, then guess what? It goes to the next month and we'll reevaluate. Like that's where we're at. And if I'm doing that, then a lot of people in the world are. So, but you know, you have to start somewhere. And with joining, what I found that I have seen people join with me in particular is I show up for my business. I'm doing the simple things of a mail out. I order from people. I'll be your best customer. I won't do a party because for me, I'm opening up my customer base to their brand. That's me losing potential new teenies because they could join under that brand. That's, you know what I mean? I'm opening them up from spending money with them when they can spend money with me that month. It's not selfish. It's a business. And I'll be their best customer, but I'm just not one to host parties for other people, but I will support you. I'll be your ride or die. I will do the things. But anybody can join anybody. And I know me and Lauren have experienced this. Anybody can buy from anybody. Anybody can join from anybody. Anybody can party with anybody. It's like when we do sales, for whatever reason, someone will market it and this person won't. But they'll think that the one that marketed it is the only one doing the sale, like it's a website sale. But they assume because this one person marketed it that it's just with them. It's the same thing. Like we can't assume that everyone lives and breathes and understands Scentsy the way that we do. It's up to us to share it. And that's where I feel like we've fallen out of the simplicity of the business, is getting back to the basics. We don't have to tell them all we don't need to spill the tea. We just need to give them the main course, like the meat and the potatoes. We don't need the app test. They don't need the whole buffet. They need to know what's in it for them. And I'm talking to a good friend of mine right now about joining. And I just let her know, like, look, you don't have to do it the way I do, because she knows I do this at home. And I'm like, it could literally pay for your gas, it could pay for your groceries, whatever you want it to be, you know? And my biggest tip this month is send out the email letting people know just that. Okay. And me and Lauren can put an email out and show you guys the verbiage. You can copy and do the same exact thing. But it's just that one-on-one communication. It's identifying your top 5 customers. Shoot for 10, but start with 5. Your hostesses, anyone who has previously hosted with you, ask them. Ask them if they would be interested in getting paid off of their product. So then they could, in return, continue to get their product free and half off and make money. Because the people that showed up from their party can then shop from their website. So it's a ripple effect. But it takes that, like, just getting comfortable, understanding it, to then speak about it. The more you do it, you're going to create a habit in your business. And that starts with just you opening your mouth. If your mouth is closed, your business is closed. No one knows. But if your mouth is open, your business is open. Your business is going to thrive. And we're in the season of thriving, but it starts with planting. Okay. It's like a garden. And I've never grew a garden, but I'm going to try this year. And it starts with literally like just planting the seeds and watering it and continuously watering it and treat it like a baby. Like, but you guys, nobody can do it but you. We can sit here and talk all day. We can give you the tools, but it's truly effort based when it comes to PRV, when it comes to sponsoring. But sponsoring starts with PRV. And everyone here, I mean, if you're active this month, if you've previously been active, you have customers, and it starts right there. And sometimes too, all it takes is a Facebook post that says, who would be interested in joining this month, like, for $25, or who has spent $25 this month at Target, like, just random posts. But you're identifying the people that need Scentsy. Like, if someone has a targeted addiction, girl, that this can be your targeted addiction outlet. Like, no one will get mad at you. It's Scentsy, you know? It's figuring out how this person can be blessed by Scentsy, because everyone's purpose, everyone's vision, everyone's why is different. And once you get that, like, in your head and understand that, your conversations are going to be effortless. You're going to be able to really expand from the conversation to a relationship conversation, because you're going to know exactly like how. And it gives me goosebumps, because people within my team and my group, there's people that I know it's changed their life, and there's people that I know that are limiting themselves from changing their life. And it's just, if you go over that hump, you're going to see it. Doesn't happen overnight. I challenge you to take 6 months and just see what it does for your business. Like she said, set the goal of just like one person a month, but it starts with the conversations. It starts with saying, I'm going to have 10 conversations this week, and the next week, 10 conversations. 4 weeks in a month, you've had 40 conversations with people about joining. 10 conversations a week, guys. I've had so many conversations today alone. And it's simple. It's truly simple. And it starts with just making a list. So use the link that I posted in the chat and run through that, because it gives you verbiage. You can cut out a little bit of the verbiage. I didn't create this. I found it and I wanted to share it. But I keep it so simple. My biggest thing is, would you like to get paid off of your purchases? And I offer the kit because I don't need 2 packs of wax. I can bless someone else to join for free. And not being afraid of that one order that will pay you back that 1 month. Okay. Because money is not something I like to talk about. Money is not a drive for me. I know it makes the world go round, but I am a firm believer that God will provide in all the ways. And money is uncomfortable for me. And I think it's because I just have always figured it out. I moved out at 19 with less than $100 in my bank account, but I figured it out. And so money I don't like to talk about, but I will say this is a training me and Lauren could go off of and really give you guys this month is compensation plan. I don't think many people understand the compensation plan, and I'll be real, it took me a minute to understand the compensation plan. It really did. And then it really opened my eyes of the true potential in this business. So, you know, think about that when you're setting your goals, and me and Lauren can maybe even do a dream post, because sometimes you got to get back to dreaming in your business of just not so much like living in a dream, but like really dreaming of what you want out of this. And if someone could write you a paycheck, like what would you want it to be? Like, what's your dream paycheck right now in your business? And write that number down, and then set your PRV goal month, your PRV goal for this month, and then also set a goal for your potential joining people to join under you. Because at the end of the day, everyone's capable of anything you put your mind to this month, because it's an effort-based business, you guys. What you put in is what you're going to get out. And I know everybody can do it. We're in a new catalog. There's so much potential for PRV, but you have to be the one that shows up. Does anyone have questions?
I didn't see any comment on the chat, but if anybody wants to interject, you are welcome to. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording just so that we have it.